Hi guys, let's quickly have a look at US30. This monthly chart of US30 is very much similar to that of the NASDAQ 100 chart that I've just analyzed, and that is because, as I said in the other analysis, we have this current candlestick, which is the monthly candlestick. It is a strong bullish candlestick at this point in time. It has not closed as yet, but we can see that it's showing good signs of the market starting to actually move further up, right? Nonetheless, I'm just going to head to the weekly chart from here. Because I don't see anything of interest on this particular chart. So yeah, here we are on the weekly chart. So what do we see on this chart that we should be paying attention to? Can you guys see that we have a very nice overextended W structure at this point, with the neckline being at this region? And can you also see that the neckline has been broken to the upside and price has closed, right? Which means that as much as in the past we were looking for price to move down, especially to this level over here, to grab that liquidity, the expectation right now, because price has broken above that neckline, is for it to continue moving up, right? And ideally, I would love to see price move to this level, because that would be the completion of that overextended W structure, if you look at it actually. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is just add a neckline to that W structure. Just bear with me. So there goes our neckline. There goes our neckline, right? So what else do we see on this chart that we should be paying attention to? So as much as we have this W structure and the fact that price is closed above the neckline, we also have this candlestick over here. It is a liquidity candlestick, and it tells us that in the future price will head back to this level to grab that liquidity. So we just need to keep that in the back of our minds. I'm just going to mark that level because it is also very much important. Just bear with me. Here we go. Right. I don't see anything further on this actual chart. So what I'm going to do now is go to the daily chart. Let's see. Here we are on the daily chart. Just bear with me while I fix my neckline. All right, that should be fine. Here we are on the daily chart. Let's see. So on this particular daily chart, what I'm going to do is just add my equidistant channel. Just bear with me. Let's see. There goes my equidistant channel. There we go, more or less. We just need to ensure, as I always say, that all our lines are as accurate as can be. So there goes our channel. I think I need to just make it a bit more accurate. I think that's better. There we go. That should be fine. So the first thing that I can see on this daily chart is the fact that, due to the fact that we have this trend line, right? We have a first touch over there, a second touch over there, and a third touch over here, right? So what's currently happening right now is a lot of people, or a lot of traders and investors, are selling because of the third touch to that trend line, right? They're selling and they're putting their stop losses just above that trend line, right? So there's a whole lot of liquidity just above that trend line, and what may actually happen is that price may push past the trend line to activate all those stop losses that are sitting there, and then possibly push further down to retest this level over here. Just also bear in mind that we also had a very nice M structure over here And previously I had said to you that when it comes to M structures, what normally happens is traders and investors sell on that second leg of that M structure. So that's this area over here. So what they also do is they place their stop losses just above that M structure. So we have a lot of stop losses that are sitting just above the structure over here, right? And that ties in with what I've just explained right now, that due to the fact that we have this trend line and those three touches, a lot of people actually selling at this point and putting their stop losses just above. So we can safely say that within this range or this region over here, there's a whole lot of liquidity sitting there, and that the market maker at one point or another will head up to grab all of those stop losses, right? Anyway, let's proceed. But myself personally, I don't sell just based on the touches of trend lines. I look for further confluence and further reasons for why I should be selling, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to head down to the H4 chart, seeing that I don't see anything else of importance on this actual chart. Let's see. On the H4 chart, I'm just going to fix my lines. Just bear with me. Okay, there goes our channel, right? I'm just gonna fix this one as well, right? Yeah. So what else do we see on this chart that we should be paying attention to? Before we continue, I'm just gonna add my channel as well on the H4 chart. Just bear with me. Here we go. As I said, we just need to ensure that as much as possible all our lines are very accurate. There we go. That should be fine. There we go. Right. So what do we see on this chart, which is the H4 chart? On the H4 chart, can you guys see that we had a very nice overextended W structure at this point, with the zone being the neckline. Price broke the neckline to the upside and then came down to retest it, and it pushed further up. So more or less, we would have looked for buying opportunities at this point, at this level, more or less, right? So we saw price pushing further up, right? And also I can see that price attempted to create what seems to be an overextended M structure over here, with this being the second leg of that M structure. However, we saw price push further up, making this actual potential M structure void, right? So it's no longer relevant, right? So yeah, let's continue. So in as far as this area over here goes, which is that trend line, now that we're on the H4 chart, we can see that price doesn't really quite touch this area over here, right? On the daily chart, I had said that price had touched, but now that we're on the smaller time frame, we can see that price hasn't touched it. So the anticipation at this point in time is that a lot of traders and investors are waiting for price to touch that trend line, and once that happens, we will see a lot of people sell, right? And that is because, as I said, when it comes to trend lines, what retail traders have been taught to do is to sell on the third touch of that trend line, right? So yeah, let's continue. So what else do we see on this chart that we should be paying attention to? At this point, I don't really see anything, to be honest. I don't see any buying or selling opportunities. However, I think we should wait to see what price does when it reaches that trend line at that zone, right? And then we'll take it from there. But for now, in as far as buying or selling goes, I don't see any opportunities, right? And I would not be buying or selling. What I'm going to do is wait and see how price reacts when it reaches this actual zone over here. Oh, excuse me, over here, right? So that is it in as far as my analysis goes of US30. I hope that makes sense. As I said, just to go back to the daily chart, right, wait for price to retest that trend line and then take it from there. But for now, I don't see any buying or selling opportunities. So that's my analysis. Cheers.